Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 24th through the 30th. This is for Leo's sun, moon, and rising. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here for the collective. And we're going to see what we just have coming in here with this solar eclipse and new moon energy. You might stumble upon this video at a future date. That's just fine. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Keep in mind this is a general reading, therefore not every single message is going to resonate, and guess what? That's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Let's see what's coming up here for the Leo collective. Leo sun, Leo moon, and Leo rising. Move you all just a little bit closer. First card coming up here for the Leo collective is you guys. Hi, Leo. This makes me happy. This makes me excited for you. When I'm reading for somebody and the major arcana card comes up that's connected with your zodiac sign, it tells me everything about the current situation that you're dealing with is directly connected to you coming into your full power and authenticity. Now, we could have had the strength card come up, but we had the sun card come up. And to me, that's super significant. Super significant. Because why? October 25th, coming up in this week, we have the solar eclipse in Scorpio happening. Solar eclipse, a sun eclipse. So this, to me, is drawing our attention to the sun. And what's happening with the sun this week? The eclipse in Scorpio. And what's that bringing to us? That is bringing, it could potentially bring revelation of truth, like secrets being revealed, truth of a situation coming to the surface. So I feel the way that Leo, or a lot of you Leos who stumble upon this video, are going to feel this energy is going to be by like not hiding anymore, like living in your truth. Right? Maybe for you, the truth being revealed isn't so much about people lying to you or taking advantage or keeping secrets from you. You may have already disconnected from all of that. Or you just might be like, you know what, I don't even care. I'm living my life. I'm doing my thing. I don't even care about that stuff. If somebody's lying to me, whatever, right? It's not going to affect me because I'm taking care of, what I need to take care of, and I'm focused on what I need to be focused on. So you might not be too concerned with other people lying to you or, keeping information from you because you may be just very busy with your life and the things you're working on. But with the sun card energy, I feel this is you where like you're tired of playing small or you're tired of like holding back. I feel, Leo, that for some of you, you have been holding back your true feelings around the situation or the things you're wanting to do because you've been trying to save somebody else's feelings. You've been like, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings, right? Or I don't want to let them down, but I really don't want to do this anymore. Or my heart's really not into this anymore. It could be a work situation. Maybe you've gotten very emotionally involved with your boss or your coworkers or with the business, and you've gotten emotionally invested. Maybe you're running a business with someone and your heart's not in it anymore. Maybe it's a living situation where you don't like being there anymore and you want to be living somewhere else or living on your own. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a friendship. I feel like there's something that you've been going through the motions because you feel bad to hurt somebody's feelings or make them sad. But you might be feeling like now it's going directly against who you are and what you're wanting to do in your life. And like I feel like here in this sun card, you don't want to hold back anymore. You don't want to hold back anymore. You want to be yourself. Some of you have been holding back because you feel like you're going to outshine someone. And you're like, well, I don't want to outshine this person, or I got to, kind of go easy on them. They're very fragile. They can't handle it. Leo, you're tired of playing small. You're like, it's exhausting. It's excruciating. You're like, I got to be me. I got to let myself out. So I feel here with the sun card energy, it's you being yourself. You speaking your mind, you telling your truth, not playing small, not holding back, you know, not feeling like you got to push other people in front of you, or push other people into the spotlight. You're like, I can't help it if I shine, damn it. It's not my fault, it's not my problem. I can't help it if I shine. And I'm sick and tired of trying to dim my shine. I'm sick and tired of trying to, you know, keep that shine at just a very minimum level. It's exhausting. I can't do this anymore. I have to be me. And if other people can't deal with it, if other people can't handle it, that's their problem. You know, some of you maybe have kids who are like, "Oh, mom, dad, don't embarrass me." And you're like, I have to be me, you know? Or some of you might have a partner that feels insecure or intimidated when you're shining. Or like in a work situation, like, "Oh, I don't want my coworkers to be all hateful and like jealous of me. I want to try to like have friends." And you're tired. You're tired of holding back. And I feel with the Sun card, you're not going to hold back anymore. You're going to let yourself be seen. But the beautiful thing about the Sun card is that you're celebrated for who you are. You receive acknowledgement. You receive recognition. It's true love. It's playfulness. It's freedom. It's the opposite of codependency. And so, in coming into this authenticity and letting yourself be seen and letting yourself shine, the right support is going to come up, the right friends, the right opportunities, people who aren't insecure, people who are happy to see you shine and who are doing their thing to shine in their way and building you up and encouraging you and vice versa. Instead of, oh, I gotta hold back because I can't be dunking on all these people. No, it's you're like, I gotta be mean. I gotta be in a league where there are people who are keeping up with me, right? So it's like no more holding back here with the Sun card energy. Next card coming up for the Leo collective is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is hard work paying off. Things that you've been investing in, things that you've been putting your energy into, hard work paying off. Now, I do have this crescent moon here, so this does make me feel like we're talking about manifesting as we're coming into the new moon. How funny, we have the sun and the moon, and we have solar eclipse and new moon this week. So I feel here that with this Seven of Pentacles and the moon jumping out at me, you're going to be manifesting things or calling things in with this new moon in Scorpio. However, the things you are calling in may be like really big things, like things that have to do with retirement, things that have to do with legacy. Therefore, Spirit is reminding you these things are going to come in. You're going to have this manifestation. You're going to have this harvest. But because you're growing something so big or so substantial, it won't be an overnight thing. It won't be an overnight process. Therefore, pace yourself. Don't go all in breaking the bank. Don't go all in exhausting yourself and burning the candle at both ends. One day at a time, one foot in front of the other. Just be consistent and let the law of time and physics do its thing. Let spirit do its part. But this is not something that you're going to be able to rush. This is not something that you're going to be able to do very quickly. I feel intuitively, Leo, some of you may have somebody coming to you with an investment opportunity. And it might look really legit in the fact that you're looking at it and you're like, okay, it's not an MLM because I'm really weary about the MLM thing. It looks legit. It looks like it's real, and you might be doing research on this investment, and it all looks good and it's all lining up. This person presenting you with this investment opportunity, they may have had even like a rags to riches success story. It may have come in for them really overnight. And so you might look at them and you might say, okay, wow, right? Maybe mine won't be overnight, but maybe it'll be really fast. And they might tell you, oh, it happened so fast. Oh, and they might be like showing you like all this evidence where like they're saying, put all this in because, it's going to come back to you really quickly. And the more you put in, the more you're going to get back. But I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is saying here that for you, Leo, this will give you a positive return, a significant, substantial return. But it's not going to come in fast. Therefore, only invest, only put in what you can go without for a while, right? Like if somebody came to you and asked you to borrow, uh, I don't know, $500 because they had to catch up on their bills and they couldn't have their utilities cut off, and you have 550 in your account, and they're like, I swear to you, you'll have it by Friday. I swear to you, Friday I'm going to pay you back, because Friday I'm going to get my paycheck and I'm going to give it back to you on Friday. And your rent is due on Monday, and you know your other expenses are due on Monday, and you're like, okay, well, I'm getting paid on Friday too. But you're counting on that $500, because even though you're getting paid, if you don't have that 500, you're going to be short. You're going to be short on car payment or whatever, right? And I swear to you, I'm going to have it by Friday, right? And you're like, okay, all right. And you give them that 500 and you're left with 50 for the week. And then Friday comes along and they can't pay you back. Something happened. Oh, my boss went out of town and forgot to leave the paychecks. Or, oh, there was a problem with my bank. Or, oh, I forgot I had a payment arrangement set up and they automatically deducted it. And now I'm going to pay you back next week instead. Well, what are you going to do without that 500? Now you're short. So when somebody is asking you, can you lend that amount? You can't afford it. You might have it in your account, but you can't afford it, just in case it's going to take longer. So you might say, you know what, maybe they can't pay me back on Friday. Maybe I'm not going to get my money back on Friday. I have to keep that in mind. Things happen. I can give them 100, because if they don't pay me back 100 on Friday, it's not going to break me. You know, I can still get to my bills. I can still pay my rent. I can still pay my car, payment or whatever. And you might tell that person, you know what, I'm really sorry. I can't, I don't have the 500, but I can loan you 100. That's the best that I can do. And that way you're helping, but you're not putting yourself in a bad situation. So this is an example about loaning money. I'm talking about investments though, right? Maybe that person is telling you, oh, if you put in this 500, it's going to be, 10 times that. Right? You're gonna get back, it's gonna be 100 times that. You're gonna get back all this money, right, in this short period of time. Well, what if the investment doesn't come back around that fast, and you're short that 500? And how am I gonna pay my bills? So you have to look at it as like, what can I do without for a while in case this doesn't invest as quickly, or in case this doesn't return. It doesn't return as quickly. So I feel with the Seven of Pentacles, your investments, your efforts are going to pay off. It won't be overnight. And so keep this in mind. Maybe you're wanting to invest conservatively, or like pace yourself, conserve your energy, and not tire yourself out unnecessarily. Like just give things time to flow. Next card here is the Ace of Swords. This is victory over a situation, coming up with solutions to problems. This could be an offer being made to you in the way where you're finalizing agreements, the terms, the conditions of a situation. This is also a card that comes up for me when we're clearing out of negative thinking, or we're clearing our crown chakra. So you're clearing out limited false beliefs, low self-esteem. You're coming into a more efficient way of doing things, problem solving, strategic thinking. There's going to be a shift in the way that you're thinking. There's going to be like a mental clarity that's coming to you that's going to be very refreshing and very new. I do notice a lot of the times when there's this level of crown chakra clearing for people, there's also an opening up of the third eye. So some of you may be having increased intuition at this time, or dreams that are coming in with lots of messages for you. So some of you be experiencing increased intuition. Even if you're already considered to be an intuitive person, you may be feeling like it's bumping up a couple of notches, or it's getting even stronger. So increased intuition here, I feel, for the Leo collective, as well as clear thinking, problem solving, seeing the truth of a situation, seeing a better way of approaching things, coming into a more efficient way of doing things. and just clearer thinking. The next card coming up here for the Leo collective is the King of Cups. This could be a water sign person. This could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. If you have water sign placements, there could be opportunities or things that are coming up or sprouting in those houses or those areas of your life that you're paying attention to, that you're focusing on. This could be a water sign person coming into a situation. King of Cups is abundance, is emotional closeness or connectedness. It can also be seen as, for me in my readings, as a generosity. However, it's generosity coming in with like boundaries, right? Like you can be generous, you can be giving, but you're not going to be generous and giving to people who aren't being respectful, or you aren't being generous or giving to people who aren't respecting your boundaries. So maybe for some of you, this investment opportunity may be in a way in which you aren't just investing to get a return of money. It might be really helping this other person out. And you may be, even though you're fire sign, you may be in this King of Pentacles energy where you have the opportunity to bless another, or to be generous or giving to another. And again, the King of Cups is going to make sure that the right agreements, the right rules are in place, that everything is understood, everything is very clear, that the expectations are known, and he's not going to be made a fool of. He's generous, but he's not going to be made a fool of, or he's not going to have his generosity taken for granted or taken advantage of. King of Cups reminds me of like a generous, but like maybe like strict, but like in a fair way kind of parent. Oh, mom, dad, please let me borrow the car Friday. I want to go out with my friends. Okay, fine. But here's a list of things that need to be done around this place before Friday comes along. Here's a list of chores that need to be done. I know that you have a test coming up this week, so I want to see a B or better, or whatever it is. Maybe like you got to get an A, whatever it is. I want to see, this grade on this test. You better study for the test. And when you bring the car back to me, you're going to wash it. You're going to clear it out. I'm not going to find any fast food boxes or wrappers in it. And you're going to put gas back in the tank. And so these are the expectations. You can have the car, you can go out with your friends, but here's what is expected of you, or here's what the exchange is. So some of you may be coming into this exchange. For some of you, maybe this is energetic more so than financial. For some of you, there could be a financial element here. But I feel here a sense of growth, a sense of prosperity, a sense of understanding, a sense of like respect and flow, and just, like not playing small, like knowing that you're kind of a big deal, and that's okay, right? Not feeling like you have to hide that. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign and rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There is a playlist in the description that will take you to the weekly forecast, so it's easier to find the other videos. Love readings are also linked in the description. If you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a private reading with me. And I haven't announced this in all of the weekly forecasts because it just occurred to me halfway through. From now until like middle of December, I've decided to set aside 10% of all of the income I get from the weekly forecasts to put into buying toys for Toys for Tots. And I'm going to make a donation of just as many toys as I can get for Toys for Tots. So if you're thinking of scheduling a private reading and you like the idea of contributing towards that, I'll also, once everything is done and once everything is bought, I will take pictures and I'll post it on the community tab so people can see, what's getting donated, and see the donation that I end up making. So if you feel like you want to schedule a private reading and you want a part of it to go towards a good cause, if you want to schedule, there's a link in the description where you can schedule private readings with me. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous week ahead. I hope you'll come back and check out the daily message tomorrow. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Take care, my dears, and be well.